What is going on, guys? It's your boy Az. We are back here with another quick video here just before we depart on our trip here. We're actually leaving in a short few hours here, just so I wanted to quickly finish things up on this last video here with commentary at least. I figured this would be easier. I do have some pre-recorded stuff, but I figured this would be more relevant with regards to the danger room. And again, I think for people that are interested, you are able to push for the leaderboard spots. They don't seem to have this updated, so obviously this is kind of wonky. You can see here that I'm kind of ranked in between, somewhere in the top, probably in the top 100 somewhere. But yeah, I don't know why. It's another glitch, I guess, or something. But for those of you guys that know, you only really need to get the completion on difficulty 10 so you can get all the milestones. But on top of that as well, the first 500 to get the these frames, right? They're optional frames, and being a spider nerd myself and a spider maniac, I needed to make sure that I get at least at minimum the spider frame, which is awarded to the top 10,000. And then of course as well, this really cool one at the end here, the scorpion green looking frame. I just thought it was really wicked to add to the collection. So that's the reason why we are pushing for this. So other than that, I mean, if you guys don't want to push for it, you don't have to, but I will go through the strategy on how I did it. And I'll just kind of go over the mods here quickly. First and foremost, you need to make sure you have difficulty 11. That's going to give you the highest maximum points. And then you want to make sure you have these first couple ones checked off. And then lastly, the only other one I had, I didn't even have these increased stat ones because I think I forgot to click on it or something. I kind of jumped into the danger room because it really, to be honest with you guys, to get a high score in the last section, it's not really about the mods. It's more so about the RNG of the other mods that you get. So these ones here don't really matter. And then we do have this 10% speed one, but the best one, if you can, is to get the speeding ticket. But yeah, we did it without speeding ticket, and you guys will see that there. But yeah, like I said, if you have room for some of these other ones, obviously everything helps. Raid bonuses would be insane. I think that would be nice, but then it also helps them as well. So I don't know. It's kind of a pros and cons. All these stat ones would be great. But anyways, the strategy here is when you do the run, you want to make sure that you pick Spider-Man. Obviously, he's the best one. And then for myself, you can go for Scarlet Spider or Peter B. Parker. Go for Scarlet Spider. So then that way you can get that cloning one. Oh, mine's not that great, so we got to rent him. You got to rent the Scarlet Spider. And then, yeah, there's gonna be a mod on there where it gives you basically the one where you can clone. And essentially, you just kind of run it with a two-piece team. And you want to make sure that when you are running this, you want to make sure that you're not picking up any... Basically, to get the max point... Oh, that's weird. Okay, seems like my animations are kind of getting a little glitchy here. So I'm going to... All right, so we did make it to the end here, but yeah, essentially, you want to make sure, what I was trying to say was, before it got cut out, was you want to make sure you can get to the final boss section without purchasing characters, without buying mods, because that weakens your points, right? If you guys look at the top right corner, I have 1,350 of the points, and I didn't use anything, right? And then, yeah, these are the mods. You're basically hoping to get all these gold mods, right? The cloning mod, the energy, if you can, because it helps sustain. There's the carnage one as well for speed. There's get the ones for defense down because it helps build the damage. On spawn, if Spider-Man's a clone, you can summon them. Get 2 evasion when you basic. Apply blind if you can. Yeah, so a lot of gold mods. And then, yeah, you want to get the ones where there's deflection, there's extra speed, there's damage. See, that's the ones we got from the other mods that we got there. So yeah, no speeding ticket, but those are the mods. And then when you get to this last section here, you'll see that we use the 3-piece Peter B and Scarlet Spider, and that's the lineup you want to use. So you'll make it here, and it's gonna spawn, and we have all those defense downs, we have the blinds, and then this is kind of it. I think this probably took me about 20 tries to get the right one, but yeah, the 20 tries on the danger room if you guys are curious. And like I said, you just kind of have to wait to play the first couple of rounds to get those golden tickets. And once you get enough of them, then you can kind of rack up on the right ones. You need the cloning one, basically, right? So we're trying to get through the taunts here, as you guys can see here. And once we get through the taunts, what's important is we want to make sure that we can throw those defense downs, and we're just getting good amounts of damage here. This first wave isn't going to kill for them because we need Null to basically use his special and his ultimate. So this is like our sack wave. We throw the ultimate on Quicksilver so that he doesn't strip our positives, and then we also throw the stun on Toxin as well, because we don't want him cleansing and also throwing his stun on us as well. And he'll use it later on, so it actually works out. We're gonna be able to dodge a lot of that, so then we can clone ourselves again. But yeah, hopefully you guys are able to see that here. And then by the time these guys get some turns in, again, like I said, Noel's already activated his ultimate. The next key part here is we need him to use his special as well. He's going to use a special and it's absolutely going to annihilate us. But once he does that special in the ultimate, we can bring in our team here for a kill wave, and then we can kind of go through here. From this point on, I mean, now we're just trying to trickle and do some damage here to some of these guys here. Null, remember, like I said, is just going to flip a lot of these negatives, so which really sucks. So we try to take out some damage here before he gets to his turn here, thanks to the turn meter. It's coming up in a couple turns here right after Gore. So unfortunately, when that does happen, watch, he's going to basically special. He's going to get Carnage on the board. And then it's pretty much game over for us, but that's fine. What we're doing here is now we're going to watch and count the cooldowns and make sure that they have enough cooldowns in place here. So Null does an attack, and then Scorpion does a thing, and Lizard does some stuff, and like I said, it's going to be a pretty brutal node. But this is why when you are climbing towards the end here, you only want to pick up the free heals, and you don't want to use any of those tokens to buy any heals, because that's going to bring your points down. And the more points you have at the end, the more scores that you can get on your high score if you want to place in the top 500 or whatever, right? Because I know, I'm sure people are going to get competitive with this thing. People usually are. And I, for myself, I don't usually do this kind of thing with the Danger Room, and they don't usually have leaderboards with the Danger Room, but they did bring out some pretty sick looking skins, or the avatar frames for the characters. So I like doing that sort of stuff for my kids, and they always like me having some fancy looking newer stuff. So anyways, that's just, I'm a sucker here for that. So that kill wave basically absorbs. We have 200 health that we can use here, and we'll have an extra 50 for change. We won't really need it, because once we go in here with this team, we should be able to handle most of these guys now. Now that they don't have the specials and the ultimates from Null, he can't really cast the darkness on us, at least not on the starting wave. And we'll do the same thing here. We'll activate that special. Having speeding ticket would be really, really good on this one as well, to cancel out a lot of that speed. But luckily for us, we did have our spider team fairly picked up some mods, and of course as well the cloning one is just absolutely massive here. Look at all of them. It's just an army of spiders, and there's nothing more we can ask for an opening move like that. So once you kind of get the attacks in, you can pretty much just hit you can hit your specials and just try to get as much damage in before they take a turn here. But obviously this is going to be a very, very key section here. What you want to do here is you want to stun Riot, because we need to kill Riot. If you can't kill Riot off and get some of these negatives off, it's going to be a pain in the arse, and you want to make sure you can take care of Riot first, just because he's going to be the most dangerous character. So just throw everything at him. As soon as he dies, they're not going to be able to flip the trauma and the other stuff on there, and he's kind of the most dangerous character here. So take him out, and everyone else is just going to start melting to death. And then from that point on, there's still a lot of blinds that can't get flipped, thanks to Riot being absent now. And we can focus next on some of the other characters here. Scorpion, Breaker, and Black Cat as well, because they don't have that symbiote tag. They don't get as much goodies and buffs as the other guys do, just the heals and all that other stuff. So targeting them is also good as well, just because they're easy targets, and they'll go down fairly fast here, fairly smoothly as well. And because they just don't have synergy. They don't have synergy there. And actually Black Cat's brutal, because she blocks up the speed from our team, which is why I think that's why they put her on this particular node, so that so you can get your speed blocked if you have speed up and all that other stuff, right? So that's the reason why I think they have Black Cat here. So once you take care of Scorpion, you can take care of some of the stragglers like Quicksilver, and then Null's gonna ult here, whatever, hoo-ha. It's not a big deal. He's not going to be able to bring out Carnage before we take care of the rest. Now it's literally just a couple loose changes. You can throw the stun if you want, or you can keep using the special, what I'm doing here. It just applies a slow, and it gives us so much more speed, more damage as well, because it hits 4 characters versus 1. And then you'll kind of do some splash damage, take care of some stragglers, and then boom, 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 dead again here. Yeah, so obviously making this look pretty smooth, pretty easy here. And like I said, throw the ultimate, boom, one shot with Spider-Man original, and there you guys have it. So that's how we get the run here for the top spot, if you guys are curious about it. I know some people are kind of wondering how people get into the top spots, but yeah, you basically don't spend any of your points. You basically use a 2-3 man unit team, and you also have to hope for the best RNG of your life. So that's kind of the way it goes. Let me know in the comments below if this helped you guys out. But other than that, like I said, going on vacation today. So I do have some pre-recorded videos, but ultimately I will not be able to address anything that's in the either in the blogs or anything new. But I will be able to get some footage out for you guys with regards to the Fear Tower and with the Spider Tower as well. Just won't have my usual commentary like I usually do. Other than that, guys, yeah, looking forward to our vacation. Hope you guys have a lovely rest of your week. Hopefully you guys have a wonderful rest of your your summer as well here, and I'll see you guys, and I'll catch you guys up here when I am back from vacation. Other than that, take care, and I'll see you guys in the next one.